To be real, sometimes I'll be at a Korean restaurant, fam. I'm hearing them play the K-pop music. You couldn't tell me that wasn't Justin Timberlake I was listening to until I really started listening. I'm like,
Oh, it's not even in English.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know what he said there. Vibes though.
Nighttime, I drive, I can't slow down. My time, night drive, disco. If I die, outline. I side, that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shakin It Podcast. It's your host, Big Jigga, the biggest. And we got special guest here today, man. Please, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Trae Gold in the cut. Was good. It's AKA Dark Skin Bruce Wayne. Founder of Vampires Prom, coming to a city near you. Yeah. And I'm about to be dropping my shit, Afro Rage. Yo, September 1st, come check that out. All platforms. Check me out on IG, all platforms, Trae Gold, Trae Gold. Check that, bro. I'm about to be changing the whole game, bro. Let's get into it, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, guys, he's doing it different. He's not
bro.
like these other rappers, man.
I'm really not, bro.
You guys will see it, though. And you guys will hear it. I don't need to be the one to say it. You guys will feel it.
Yeah.
And before we get any deeper into this convo, listen, Shakin It Podcast on our platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, Spotify. I'm here. Follow up, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm bringing the best people on. What can I say? What can I say, man?
Fam. He's doing his thing still. I'm seeing him on my For You page. This coming to a For You page near you, too.
All right, broski, let's get into it, man. So, is it fair if I call you a rapper?
Yeah. I know some people be hating.
Some people don't like that. They want to say
rapper. I'm more than that. It's like, bro, being a rapper is lit, bro. Like, I love that shit, bro. Like, the coolest niggas to me on earth growing up were the rappers, bro. So I'm never shying away from that shit. That's a badge of honor.
I like that. All right. Bro, this guy's the confidence just radiating out of him. I like that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this one, bro. All right, man. So you're a rapper. Born in Toronto?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised in Toronto. How did you get into rapping? How did you start? Let's hear the journey. Let's hear your background. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, the better way to start is how I got into just music in general.
Say no more.
So it's always been in me type thing. Like my mom was always just playing all sorts of kinds of music when I was younger. Like old African music from like the 70s, like King Sunny Ade, like even like Wasu. Yeah, and then people from here too, like she was always playing like Whitney Houston, Ella Fitzgerald, Luther Vandross.
She was tapped in.
She knew what was
good with music.
Trust me, Bram. Like she has the best taste in music. To this day, I'll play her my shit and just like she'll just know, like from a feeling perspective, be like, yo, you should change something here. I don't know what it is, but you should change something here. She just knows music.
So she has an ear for it. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then like I just always kind of had that. They recognized that with me. So they always like putting me in musical things. Like I was always doing African drumming classes or like piano classes. I played violin, I played viola, double bass, like cello, all sorts of shit.
It's mostly in the strings though.
Yeah, mostly in the strings. And then, yeah, a little piano. I picked up piano more so when I got older again too, when I started producing. And then, yeah, like I started DJing even at high school. Music just been in me, fam. Like rapping was really like, it was something I did for fun, like freestyling wise. But like I never thought that's what I would do until I really seen some rappers like really go far with it, you know? I seen like a specific rap group in the city like really take it very far and then really like show me that, oh, this is really like a possibility. I seen them just be normal niggas. And then
who's the rap group?
They're called 88 Glam.
I mean, they broke up now. Shout out them though.
Yeah,
but,
they're lit. Yeah, they lit, fam. But yeah, I seen them just kind of come up type thing, and like it was really inspiring to see type thing. So after seeing that, I was like, wow, that's really it opened my mind that it was a possibility to do. But at the time, I was really focused on being a producer.
Okay. I feel like it always starts off like that, man. A lot of people just want to like when you start making the beats, then you start seeing how you can like tackle the beats.
Yeah,
And then you're like, yo, let me just try it.
yeah, yeah. You know what it is too? Sometimes I'll be on a beat and then like I'll be hearing what another man's doing on it. And I'm
And you're
like,
not happy with it.
bro, like there's better bars here, fam. Why am I behind the laptop, fam? Sometimes I'll be humming like the lyrics, and then mans will be like, bro, let me just use that. Like it came to a point where I just stopped opening my mouth if I was like in the studio because I'm like, oh, they just using what I say. They're not gonna use what like they thinking in their brain, bro. Like it's like I
That's
had
kind
the
of messed
sauce
up
from
though.
time, fam. Like
And you would just let them take it?
I ain't give a fuck, bro. Like, bro, this is like an infinite well of ideas, fam. Like, it doesn't really stop. Like, it doesn't turn off. Like, I could like give it to people. Like, it's still coming, bro. I really don't think I create these ideas. I feel like I'm channeling these from a higher place, fam. So I don't mind sharing. I don't feel like I'm losing by giving. You know?
I feel that. That's good shit. That's crazy. So your mom was kind of the one that put you on. You seen Edie Glam make it. You're like, yo, this is a possibility. When did you make the jump from, you're producing and then you're like, let me see what I could like take from this. Like, where can I go from here?
So to be real, I went to Nigeria for a bit, type thing.
Back to the
And, like,
motherland, bro.
Back to the motherland, fam.
Oh,
You know what it
goodness.
was,
Got
fam?
that good sunlight out there, bro.
Oh God, fam. Fam, I was smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? You know how
In Nigeria?
Nigerian no, here. And then you know
Oh.
how Nigerian parents be when they hear that weed's like crack, fam.
It's facts.
Same
yeah.
thing in their brain. So they like, oh my son, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? We have to send you to the
Oh, it's
family.
because you were smoking. They were
Know what I'm
like, yo, you
saying?
gotta go back.
They're
Cleanse
like,
yourself.
we going over there, we keeping your passport, bro.
Oh,
On some
man.
shit like that. So I'm out there type thing. And then I really get to spend some time with my dad. My dad basically runs restaurants out there. So I'm explaining how I see things going for the future. I'm trying to be a producer. He doesn't understand all that. He's just like the beats, bro. Like never heard of nobody who's making the beats other than he was always comparing me to Puff Daddy. He was like, bro, Puff Daddy, the only guy I know that produced, but he raps too. So why don't you rap? And then I was like,
Your pop said this.
my dad said this. And I almost took it like a challenge because I was like, I am harder than every rapper I've ever come across. I've never met a rapper and thought that he was better than me. Not one, fam. Like, so I was looking at it like, if my own dad said this, I'm about to take over the world.
Yo, to be honest, most people's parents aren't saying, yo, you should just rap. I feel like nobody's parents.
That's
ever,
no one's story,
like,
I know.
Nobody's parents wants that. No matter how much money you could generate from it, no one's like, I want my son to be a rapper. Not one. Nah.
It's not that
That's
they even
crazy.
wanted that at first. I wanted to be a producer so bad, bro. They were like, "Wow, he's dead stuck on music. If my son gonna be doing music, he better be the person we're seeing in the music video, not making the beat for the guy in the music video." In their mind, it's a lower thing. You know what I mean? Which I do not see it as. In my mind, I'm like the
Little do they
producer's
know.
curating the sound. You know what I
100%.
mean? So like, it even informs the way I am as an artist. I'm really a producer as an artist. If I'm in a room with producers, they're doing whatever the fuck I want, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like, nope, you do drums like this.
You're
you get
like
this
the
long,
director,
this speed.
basically.
I'm the director, fam. Like, they're making the beat, but they know they're not making the beat. I could sit in the chair and program it myself too, type thing. Like, I just maybe like their sauce. Like, I feel like, oh, like you have a talent for this. I need you here. You have a talent for this. I need you here. I'll do that across oceans from just like group chats and things like that to get beats together. And like, so just kind of looking at music from that perspective of wanting to just kind of be a producer. My dad just didn't get that. He like, yo, just be an artist. And then it let me, I had a lot of time to think, you know what I'm saying? Because one, I'm not off the weed no more. I'm just I'm sober in Africa type thing. And just thinking, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? Like, and I was also just having a lot of trouble with some of the people that I was making beats for at the time, with regards to just like I didn't like the approach. I was always just looking at it like, oh, if I was in your shoes, I would do this. But then after a while, you can't think that way. Just go and do it.
Did that ever cause like actual issues with these people? Because like, how would you relay that to them? How would you be like, yo, you could be doing it a better way? Or did you never even say anything? You just held it because you know, some people are just their egos are too crazy. Like their pride is like they don't want to hear anything, especially from somebody that they view as a producer.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a thing. So I don't like. Did you ever come across any issues like that?
I'm a very in the studio, I'm a very dominant presence. So
Okay.
it's like things are gonna go how I kind of want them to, and if they're not, and I don't like them, I'm either gonna disengage, and then depending on the situation, if I disengage, nothing's happening, and or I'm gonna make you hear why I feel what I feel, and you're gonna understand it. If you want to say no after that, you're gonna say no, but I'm not gonna be quiet necessarily. So it's one of those things where I'm kind of expecting people to kind of go with run at least try the idea I'm saying, and then kind of move forward from there type thing. What were we what was the
Your
question
pops is
initially?
telling you it's more of just like the issues that come across you
Oh,
just
okay.
being dominant like that.
Okay. So sometimes people may not like the idea that I'm putting forward, or they just want to take things into a different direction. I'm older now. So like now I can very easily just be like, you know what? Let me let them rock if that's their thing. I'm gonna only put myself in positions where everyone gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not gonna put myself in positions where everybody's just like, let's all share these ideas. But like, bro, your ideas are ass, bro. Like, bro, I'm an asshole. So it's like I'll just be like, bro, I don't like that shit, bro. Like, let's do something else, bro. I don't really like the people be so tiptoey in the studio. Be like, let's just let them try this, even though we don't really like it, and just go with it for an ego. I don't really care how big your ego is, what you accomplished before you got here. I'm gonna say like what I like or what I don't like. And then to be honest, in my experience, when I was working with people of a different level when it comes to songwriting, they liked that I wasn't
The
timid
bitch.
with it, because they're not timid with it. They want to, if you have something, they want to hear it quickly so they can lay it down quickly and take credit for it. You know what I mean? I don't really
Facts.
care if people taking credit for a little idea here and there type thing, to be real. Because again, it's like it's a waterfall, fam. I'm gonna give you a cup of water. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But like in those environments, I find you just got to be vocal, say what you think, be honest, and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get pushback from people who aren't used to those environments. But if I get pushback from you, I'm like, you probably not gonna go far with this. I don't know.
No,
Or you're gonna make some shit that's very lukewarm. But you can get far being lukewarm. So
that's
you'll
true.
meet a lot of people who are like they have an ego because of how far they got with their lukewarm stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas a worse version of someone else. I never wanted to be that. That's why you always hear weird different sounds from me. Because like if you don't like it, that's cool. You don't like the Trae Gold song, that's cool, fam. You will not say that you heard nothing like it though. On God, you'll never say that, bro. Like I used to have a different style of music back in the day, and you could probably compare it. You'll probably look at the comments of some old videos, and you'll see people saying like, "Oh, this sounds like this. This sounds like this."
That's the thing. Yeah. Remember, literally, because I had to do my research for this.
Yeah,
When I was going back to his old music, it's completely different from what he makes right now. But I was like trying to compare it to something. But like I can't compare your new stuff to anything right now.
yeah. That's by design. Trust me, fam. And it's a risk. Scary. Like I get why niggas
100%.
don't try to be themselves. Being yourself is scary because you got to look at it like this, fam. When you're an artist who's trying to pretend to be someone else, you now have the armor of whoever you're trying to be, fam. If niggas try and hate on you for wearing that armor, you're like, it's cool. You don't hate me. You hate this thing I'm trying to be. But then if I'm actually being myself and then you now hate on what I'm trying to be, the artist has to feel like, damn, this person hates me as a person. So you took the armor off. It takes immense bravery to walk out this world with no armor on and be like, bro, this is who I am. Hit me. Let's go. After you hit me, it's fine. I'm still standing, bro. It's cool, fam. Some people actually like what I have going in. And
Facts.
I stand by them.
Yeah,
They my armor now.
I fuck
So
with
that's
that.
where I see it.
I like that. It's because, yo, not everyone's going to like you at the end of the day,
No, fam.
but
Like,
there is somebody that will. So don't worry about the people that won't.
yeah.
Worry about the people that will.
On God. And it's like you wouldn't have been able to change their mind if they didn't like you anyway. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
yes,
And to
facts.
be real, what will change their mind 9 times out of 10 is the money. Is the money. Everybody come back around when you start winning, bro. If they hating on you, bro, once the phone number in the phone with the most guap, they're trying to resolve everything. It's funny, fam.
Sad.
I laugh
That's
at
life.
it, bro. Like,
It's sad though.
there's a lot of niggas that like could have been on the current train that like they be hitting me up and like, let me do XYZ. I'd be like, bro, like you were in the way before. like, I think, like you made it difficult, fam. Like, just keep your distance, fam. Keep it.
That's sad, bro. It's sad, but it's life.
That's life,
Life
fam.
is just
Like,
like that, bro.
not everything is supposed to be forever. And then like you have to just accept that and then actually move with some excitement for what's coming next. I look at it like, oh damn, this person's out of my life. Damn, I guess now I have room for some other person, and now I have way more knowledge. So this next person probably going to play an even greater role in my life. I have a better relationship because now I value really enjoying the company and loyalty and things like that more than I used to back in the day. So when I lose people, I'm like, it's cool, fam. Somebody greater's coming.
Also, it doesn't have to be like I guess an issue type of thing, right?
No,
Because I guess like, yeah, sometimes you just outgrow it. Or it's like, someone's on a different level. They don't
Yeah.
see your vision. It's like, all right,
yeah,
bro.
we could all be the main characters in different stories.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Oh my goodness, bro. So we talked about how you kind of switch your sound.
Yeah.
What made you want to switch your sound? What made you, like,
So
why did you want to switch it?
the type of music I was making didn't lend itself to performing very well. Type thing.
Really?
I didn't I didn't feel it. I didn't
Okay.
feel it
Okay.
myself on the stage standing there. Because something I never had problems with was standing in front of the stage. I didn't have stage
No
fright.
stage fright.
Nah, like when I was a youth, I was just they're putting me in the leadership camp. Be like, do a speech for people, like do this Black History Month speech thing. Like I was always me, fam. Like
And you were always like willing
yeah,
to
I
do
was
it.
like, bro, let's go, fam. Everyone knows me already, fam.
I'm the complete
I don't care,
opposite,
fam.
bro. I had
Really?
the craziest stage fright when I was a kid.
Okay.
So I don't know how I got into doing this,
Hey,
but shit, man. It's
hey, we all
crazy,
get
bro.
there different ways,
Yeah, I
you know.
guess so.
You know what I think helped? Like basketball. Because it's very much a performative thing. Like basketball, like you try to embarrass the nigga in front of you. Like, and then you're embarrassing the nigga in front of you in front of everyone that you grew up around. If you're doing this in your neighborhood and you've been doing it for years. So your audience is people where when they judge you, oh my God, it hurts. Know what I'm saying? That's basketball. And then if you're doing it for your school's team, and then you looking on the crowd and it's everyone you're about to see in class tomorrow morning, fam, and you still dropping buckets, fam, and you turn around like, mwah. Bro, I love that shit, bro. That's what I get to do every time I go on stage, bro. It's like if I'm performing my songs and they hype songs, it's like I hit a 3.
Yeah,
That's the way I look at it. So
that's a good analogy.
bro, it's the same feeling in God, fam, bro. I'm not the greatest hooper still. I was good for when you doing local shit.
Yeah.
I was not meant for the NBA.
No.
I knew that.
Yeah, you're
I
a
was-
street baller,
Street baller,
You're not an
fam.
organized baller.
No, fam. Like if and the man down the street who's at the court right now, he can get to work, fam. But if Dylan Brooks pulled up and be like,
Yeah,
if K Showtime's here, I'm like, bro,
Yeah, it's
do your
done.
ting, fam, bro. I'll stay in my lane, nigga. You don't want the smoke and the rapping, though. King of that shit, bro. That's my domain, though. But yeah, I never had that issue with the confidence when it came to that. So I don't know, rapping just kind of came natural.
Yeah. And then when you decided to make that switch, it was just seamless, Or it's
Yo, I
like,
made one song with, I was basically making beats with my homie. I came back from Nigeria and then I linked the homie that I was making beats with a lot at the time.
what year was this, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm gonna say it's either 2017 or 18, one or the other. It's all jumbled up that
Yeah.
pre-COVID
Hey,
era.
glorious years.
Oh my god, yeah,
Glorious years.
glorious. Yeah, I don't even give no fucks, bro. Just out here being crazy. But yeah, I went to go link him right after I came back from Nigeria. We started making beats, same way as usual. I mean, this guy would do like 30 beats in a day type shit, like just keep cooking them type thing. I'd be like, I'll do the melody, he comes do the drums. Next one, he does the melody, I do the drums, and maybe I'll make a whole beat. He does the whole beat. Random rappers come in. One of those types of houses, creative.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the rappers that we have here to send these beats to. Some of them are in jail.
Most of them.
A lot of them they in jail. Something I came back, maybe like the producer, he had falling outs with them type thing. I'm like, damn, this beat's hard. But like, who we gonna get this to? I was like, I'm thinking back to what my dad said. I'm like, let me just ice this, bro. I go in. He was just like, "You're gonna rap, bro? Okay, say word." Like, you've been trying to tell me to do it for time. And then like I'd be stubborn sometimes. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. But
Absolutely
thing,
not.
when I really want to do it, he was like, okay, finally. Like that's the look he was giving me. He was like, bro, go. He knows I know how to mix, I know how to do everything. So I just had I basically had to set up like this, but the laptop's here. And
Yeah.
I was just like, record, sing, nah, you know what I'm saying? I finished the whole song in like 10 minutes. He's listening to it. He was like, wow, bro. Like, we both bumped it every day for like weeks. After that, I was just like, bro, let's do another one right now. I think I made probably like an album in a week, to be real. And then like I sent it to my girlfriend at the time. She was listening to it every single day. She was like, you have to drop these songs exactly as is. I didn't end up dropping none of those songs, to be real. Like, I mean, I ended up making like 100, 200 more after before I dropped something. I think I was inspired to drop something random when the Raptors won. The Raptors won that night. I recorded something about that. I just dropped that shit so impulsively. I was just too hyped.
Yeah.
But other than that, I had a plan for like how I was gonna roll it out. Type
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So
yeah.
do you still have those in a vault? Like you still haven't released that first batch?
They're all on my ex's
Or-
phone. To be real, I'd have no way.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
have none of those. Yeah, they're all on my ex's phone or that guy's computer. Yeah.
It sounds like a story you don't really want to dive into. So we'll.
Yeah, the producer, I don't really talk to the producer like that. Me and
Cool.
my ex are on great terms.
Okay. Tell her
She'll
get the
come to-
phone
yeah.
back.
If I ask her for them, she'll send me the tracks. Yeah, like she still listens to those and a bunch of songs. I basically at the time I was just on a binge. Told you I was making like 100 songs.
Yeah.
I just send her every song and be like, yo, like, what do you think of this one? Like, I'd be like doing an Afro beat one this day, then a trap one the next day, then drill one the next day. I was just like, let me just try everything. Because I would give these ideas to rappers, be like, yo, like, hop on this, just try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd see a nigga who's on some hood rap shit, I'd be like, bro, just hop on this R&B vibe, fam. Just 1-2 track for the
Just
gal
try it.
them. Niggas be like, fam, like, fam, the streets aren't gonna bump that, fam. I'm okay, fam. Like, your thing, fam. Not every tracks just gotta be for the man, them, fam. Like,
Facts,
there's
man.
gal in the hood too, fam. Like, you know.
Facts.
But niggas,
They're
were
the ones
listening-
paying, man.
They're the
women
reason
are the
we're going
ones
out.
paying 100%.
Like, if we're moving, if we're going out, there's a bunch of mans there. We're being like, okay, where's the next spot, fam? There's like, where's the next motive, you know? So niggas weren't really taking that in. So when I got the opportunity to record, I'm like, I'm doing everything. EDM, house, pop, rock, everything. Type thing. Just vibing, enjoying music, you know? And yeah, like you were mentioning that the music changed after a certain bit. I just experimented, you know? After a while, like your experimenting changes depending on like what you're using as your metric for results. You know what I'm saying? So my metric before was, are my friends vibing to this? They were. So
yeah.
I'm gonna keep dropping that type of thing.
Yeah.
My metric eventually changed. Eventually, I was just like, how do you really feel about this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my inspirations just, they take the rule book, they'll read it, and then they'll light that shit on fire. They'll roll a blunt with that rule book, fam. Like, They don't know the rules though. They'll burn a whole blunt with that shit. They don't give a fuck now. You know what I mean? They're gonna do a whole different thing that's all the way over here, even though everyone's here. That's what I respected. So I was looking at it like, does any of my music feel that way to me?
Yeah.
No. I have to be honest with myself, you know? I'm like,
It
I
just
don't
felt
care.
like you were following the rules. It didn't feel like you
Yeah.
were creating your own.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was myself. I felt like I was like a worse version of someone else. People would say it in the comments sometimes, and I'd be like, I'm not
Those are the
even.
ones you took to heart, though.
Yeah, I wasn't even mad. I was like, you're right. To be real, I wouldn't even get mad, and some people be like in the comments replying some rude shit. I'd give it a like because I'm like, you know what? I'll take that in. Sometimes people do be saying some good shit. Sometimes you can't pay any mind because some people just hate.
Some people literally, you go through all their comments, it's just all hate. It's like, damn, shit, you don't like anything? Say no more, bro.
Yeah.
Say no more.
I don't usually keep it to heart, but like if I already thought it in my head and then I
just
read
reinforcing
it,
that.
then I'm like, okay, yeah, let's be more true to myself. Because at least if they gonna hate on it, they hate it on me. I've never been the type that minded people disliking me, to be honest. Like, so I'm looking at it like, let me be hated for my own real music opinion, because I'll defend that opinion.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get into it with me. Oh God. So I think my opinion is the greatest.
Yeah.
I respect everybody else though, but I think my taste in music the best.
Okay.
I think though.
Yeah, I read that. I respect that, bro. Nice. You mentioned your inspirations. You said they burned the rule books. Who would you say your big? Give me three, if you even have three.
Three is such a short number. Okay.
You go until you feel like you.
Okay, let me give you a couple. So I'll go back first because I'm a hip hop head fam. I love hip hop, bro. So we'll start with MF Doom.
R.I.P.
Love that nigga MF Doom, fam.
They did him dirty too.
Oh my God, they did him so dirty.
Negligence, bro. That shit pissed me off when I heard about that shit, bro.
We don't deal with our legends the right way sometimes.
No,
in hip-hop,
never, bro. Never.
Really don't. But MF Doom was one of those guys where he'd be like, let's look at every rapper from his era, fam. I can maybe name like 10. No. I'll name 5 guys from his era, really, that were like, I'm going to make the beat, I'm going to mix it, and then I'm going to rap it. And you might only know me for these bars because these bars are hitting, roasting niggas. Know what I mean? That's MF Doom. That's who would I say? Bro from whose homie's old dirty bastard, RZA. Yeah, that's him. That'd be like Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? There's very few of those guys. MF Doom, I knew him first just for the bars. I was like, wow, these bars are crazy. I only knew him for the bars.
I didn't know he was making his own beats too.
Metal Fingers, fam. He'd have whole albums that he put out that were just beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he had different personalities that would be rapping. Like,
yeah, he had bare personalities. Bare.
Yeah, King Ghidra. He had the actual like Doom, and then just all these different characters and shit like that, different albums from the perspective of them, bro. And then like he was looking at it like it was all a comic book. I thought that was just beautiful. Every other rapper from that time, like obviously I love what people were doing from that time, like Tribe Called Quest and like even like Biggie and like I like what they was doing, but it was all a certain subject matter type thing. He was making up shit. Like he was literally the supervillain in a fake world of superheroes, and he was rapping from the perspective of the hero and the villain. Like he had superpowers. He had one character where he's literally a giant lizard. And then he's rapping from the perspective of a lizard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now if you ask the regular hip hop fan, they're not going to know about him. But if you ask the rappers, they say that's my inspiration. That's my favorite rapper.
Most of my favorite rappers, that was their favorite rapper. It's crazy.
For good reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he didn't even show his face.
No.
He was not about the clout. He was really just about like, yo, I'm going to give you this music. You don't need to know me, what I look like. To this day, nobody knows what that man looked like. He died faceless. You know what I'm saying? That's legendary. And then he really cared about the sound. That's the other thing I really care about. Because I'll be honest, this is one thing that where I'm different from the mainstream hip hop crowd. The mainstream hip hop crowd is like, oh, the lyrics is the most important part. What they say in the message is the most important part. I never gave a fuck about all that when I was a kid because I couldn't
Really?
understand the lyrics, fam. I was 5. You know what I mean? When I'm taking in these lyrics, fam, I'm just hearing, I'm listening to it like, oh, the beats are hard, fam. I'm listening to like, wow, this Timbaland beat was crazy as a kid. I'm like, this Swiss beat's crazy. Who's Mad Lib? That's what I cared about when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't understand what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? So, and to be
That's
real, my
really
mom was,
interesting, bro. That's really interesting.
I didn't
I
know what they
never
were
thought
saying.
about it like that.
Like that to this day, like people might think, oh, I like this song because of the lyrics. No, you don't, fam. You like the song because of the top end, because of the melody, the hook, the way it all structured. You like some parts of the bars, but like you wouldn't have listened to the track if there wasn't some melodic content to it. That's what the essence of music. That's why we all love Afro beats now. You're hearing man speak my native language, Yoruba.
I
And
don't
then
understand a word that they're saying, but I know it's fire and it
fire.
makes me feel
You don't need to know, fam.
exactly,
Doesn't
bro.
matter. Also, I'm seeing people here loving K-pop music. Think they know about the lyrics? Think that everyone's Korean that loves that shit, bro?
I don't know
No.
a word they're saying, bro.
It sounds beautiful though. To
Exactly.
be real, sometimes I'll be at a Korean restaurant, fam. I'm hearing them play the K-pop music. You couldn't tell me that wasn't Justin Timberlake I was listening to until I really started listening. I'm like,
Oh, it's not even
oh,
in English.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know what he said there. Vibes though.
Facts.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's facts.
So that's always been my view of things. So when I find a rapper who's lit at the bars, he could do everything y'all want. But even he knows, bro, I'm here for these beats. I'm here for the sound, the sonic quality. I'm here to make some shit where you might like me as an English speaker, but English speakers are 13% of the human population. That means that no matter how great you are in hip hop as an English speaker, only 13% of people are going to understand the bars if you're an international artist. So why is everyone else liking you? It's not the
Yo,
bars,
that's
bro.
facts. That's so crazy. Okay, I like that.
It's facts. Like all these artists, they'll get to a certain point. They tour in their country, in the English world. People are singing the lyrics back. They'll sing the lyrics back in those other countries where they don't understand English too. But
Facts.
it's not why they like the songs.
No.
So you find that like as these artists get bigger, you're hearing longer breaks in the actual song when it comes to the songwriting. They put breaks where there's more just melodic content, humming, just like chanting. You know what I mean? It's not really about what they say. They might repeat one word over and over again. And then people here might be like, oh, what's he saying? What's the content? It's just party music. It ain't for you,
Nah,
bro.
man, you're just hating, yo.
Hating,
Man,
bro.
you're hating,
It
for
ain't
sure.
just about you, English speaker. You know?
It's funny though. Like now that you say that, I used to think that way. I used to just say, "Yo, it's definitely the bars." But now, like when I really come to a realization, nah, it's not. It's like it's everything.
It's everything. It's all
Everything.
a package.
How? Yeah. Some people just have better bars than others. That's okay. But how they put everything together is what keeps me there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, bro, you just that's a good combo. You gotta have my mind blown a little bit. Still, that's crazy.
Yeah, when it comes to all that, like I always just looked at what's the melodic quality. So all my favorite rappers, they're people who they'll care about the bars and things like that. But like I need to see that you care about sonic quality. So that's one of the earlier kind of inspirations too. If I was to give it to another person, I'd say Kanye, just because I'm a person who loves God.
Yeah.
God made me so great, made my life so great, fam. I can't not acknowledge all the greatness that he's done for me in particular. And I've never heard a rapper make it sound cool to rap about God before I heard Jesus Walks. When I was a kid and I heard Jesus Walks, bro, I was looping that. Like that at the time, I'm aging myself with this one, but like I had an iPod when I was really young. iPod Nano, I think.
No screen.
It had a screen. It had a screen and it
Oh
had
yeah,
a
the
wheel.
Nano
Had the
screen.
wheel, you
I'm
know?
I'm tripping.
So at the time I'd be telling my moms to like buy me all sorts of songs, and it was all over the place. But like when it came to hip
She
hop,
was buying you music?
I forced her to. I
Your
didn't care
mom's a
about
real
toys.
I just have to say, I don't know if your parents are ever gonna watch this. Your parents are real ones.
They are.
I had to do some things that, I'm not trying to say out loud, but I had to do some things to get my music, bro.
Say word.
Yeah, bro. If I ever told my mom, yo, please buy me a song, she'll look at me crazy.
We need to explain for the youngins who are watching right now because they're not gonna understand why we even talking about buying music.
Yeah.
So
If y'all don't know LimeWire, not saying that I had LimeWire. I'm just saying if y'all don't know what that is, yo, they're gonna come for you, bro.
Pull up.
Yeah, bro. LimeWire. What was the other one?
Frostwire too.
Frostwire. Bro, shout out YouTube MP3. SoundCloud
Shout out
MP3.
YouTube to MP3, fam.
We were stealing.
If you know about this, I know you're a real one. When you be going to LimeWire and you're like, okay, let me go get Stronger. Let me go get Rich or Die Trying.
And you get, what's his face?
Crank
Bill
that.
Clinton. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Crank that Soldier Boy starts playing. You think he was getting 50 Cent, bro.
No, he's an actual genius for that.
You don't
Shout
get
out
the credit.
Soldier Boy,
Oh,
man.
God,
He's a genius for that.
Genius. Fam. Futurist, fam.
Literally.
Like realistically, if you could run back the clocks, everyone near him should have just made him their boss.
100%.
Every label office he ever walked into, they should have just like listened to him. On God,
100%, bro.
Because he had the sauce. He knew the internet was gonna be it for real.
He really did, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, from those times, like you had to, for the youths who don't understand, we know you had to buy that iPod.
Buy the iPod and buy the music off of iTunes.
Each song was $1.29.
Yeah, literally.
Each song. I had hundreds of songs. Hundreds, fam.
Your mom spent bread.
And they love music too. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be honest. The music on that initial iPod colored my whole life after. Like, I used that iPod to research hip hop. On God, like it had everything from like Jay-Z to Tupac, Lloyd Banks, everything in New York, G-Unit guys, Pharrell songs, Lil Wayne, all his mixtapes at the time, you know what I mean? Hot Boys, like, and then it also had all these R&B singers like Luther Vandross, Lloyd. It had Tony Braxton, Brandy. So like I'm just listening to all this. Eminem was on there
solid
too.
catalog.
Solid catalog, fam. So I'm studying this shit, bro. Studying this shit. And then every time I like a new song, I'm like, Mom, I need this new one. Like I need this new Chris Brown album. I need this new. She was always grabbing it for me, to be real. So let me mention Chris Brown. He needs some respect because he gets disrespected because of bullshit, madness he did.
Yeah.
He did some madness.
He lost his mind with that one, but
he did some madness. But if I'm gonna talk about the talent of Chris Brown, fam, that guy's Vince Carter, fam. The guy has every trick in the book, every move, fam.
Facts.
He like you ask him to do a little backflip and then do a run, sing any song on earth. He'll sing it as well as your favorite singer, and then do a moonwalk while he's doing it, fam. Like, so I would force my mom to buy me DVDs of his tours and just study that shit, bro. Like, we'd be taking road trips to like Windsor to see family. I'm just watching Chris Brown's tour over and over again. I think studying that, and then in my brain, I'm like, that'll be me one day. I didn't really even accept it like that. I just kind of took in like, yo, one day, if there was anything I'd love to do, it would be to be like Chris Brown. So I have to say he's one of the inspirations too. And for the singing and shit, I do a little bit of singing every now and then. It's breezy.
And that's crazy, bro. That's such a big jump too.
Yeah.
Doom and breezy
Breezy.
is crazy. But it makes sense to me because your music is just, it's everything. It's a lot. It's everything, bro.
He's why I respect the performance. That's why, like, when I be looking at people, I'm like, yo, I'd be putting like a scale together of like worst performer to Chris Brown level performer. I'm like, where am I in this whole mix? I want to always do things to get better. I'm realistic though. I'm probably not going to be able to do a backflip and no moonwalks and things like that. But like I can add instruments. I can find other dancers and things like that who are really good. I can work on my own singing. I could just keep rehearsing with my team and do it 5-10 times before each show and just try and put out my best, you know? And so he's a big inspiration. And then obviously the GOAT, Drake, 100% Drake, because I used to watch 106 in Park and VT and all this, and then I used to look at that as like, oh, this is where the hip hop is when I was younger. This is where I'm gonna find the new shit, the hot shit, or like at an HMV if I happen to walk into a mall. But I was
Yeah.
mostly learning about shit from there. And then Lil Wayne was probably the biggest rapper at the time. And then
Yep.
I hear that this guy has a tape called Comeback Season that you can actually get on iTunes. Bumping this shit every day, telling everybody in my middle school or my junior school, I'm like, this guy will be the GOAT one day. He's from here. People were like, bro, that's not a real rapper. He's singing all this, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Everyone was hating on him, bro. I was hating on him.
Hating,
Everyone was
fam.
hating on him, bro.
And people still be hating now, to be real. But like,
I left that all, bro. When I bumped, nothing was the same. Truly, nothing was the same after
nothing
that.
was the same after.
It's so
fam.
crazy. Because I
Fam.
used to be a hater. Like I used to talk bare shit, but it's funny. I never bumped him. I guess I was just being a waste man follower.
You know, you sometimes you just hear kind of some chatter and you just
Yeah.
run with it. But me,
I'm
I
like,
was
yeah, I'm not
always the
listening to
one
that.
guy kind of being like, nah, fam, this is a guy. I loved hip hop so much. And just to see a Canadian rise to the ranks that all these other niggas I respected were at, I'm like, fam, we need to fan this flame, fam. Like, this is a GOAT right here, fam.
He really
And
is,
I'm,
bro.
I'm the same way with people even now. If I see somebody around here who like doing something, I want to help, bro. Like I want to see more. I want to see more Drakes. He's one of a kind. We probably won't see another, but like I'd love to see more people get as far as they can in this whole shit because this is beautiful, fam. Like it's art, fam. Like I always envy New York because New York just had all these rappers from every borough. And like if you growing up over there, it's impossible for you not to be near somebody who kind of did it to the highest level in hip hop
It's true.
type thing.
New York, man. They really they set the tone.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like anybody who says otherwise, nah. Like up until like the last couple of years, bro, New York had the anthem every year,
Yeah.
every single time.
Up until like I'd say early 2010s is when they gave it up to the South,
The South and
and
Atlanta started taking
Chicago.
over, yeah. But then then they kind of came back, like with like not saying everybody from New York, but like they had that one hit.
Yeah.
They always had that one hit
Yeah.
that you'll always hear in the club every single time, bro. I don't know how they managed to keep doing it. It was crazy. But shout out New York, man.
Well, the talent's always going to be there. Like the heritage is going to be there. It'll never go away.
No,
So
yeah.
we're always going to hear people from there bubble up to the top because it's their invention. You know what I mean? It's their game, to be real. But there's obviously going to be new cities popping up like London. I got my eye on London, bro. They have the sauce there because my African brothers are running teams over there. Are running everything now. Bro, I love what we're doing over there. And then also, obviously, Atlanta. And then I take a lot of inspiration from what they do in Atlanta, too.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Shout out, bro. Shout out you, man. You're doing it, man. You're actually
Appreciate
very,
you.
very, very well like connected. You're very knowledgeable on this stuff. This is why I actually appreciate this convo right now. It's pretty crazy. Because you're making me like realize a lot of things that I feel like I've probably always known, but I haven't really like delved deep into my thoughts on it. So yeah, bro.
I love hip hop. I love just music.
A real
Like,
hip hop head for sure.
yeah. All hip hop music of any kind. I just and just art too, because I'd say hip hop mostly because hip hop is really all encompassing. It includes clothes. It includes the visual
It's a
medium.
lifestyle, man.
It's a lifestyle that you live in. It's a way you talk. Even it's a type of jewelry you're wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell a hip hop human when you see one. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? I could tell you like hip hop just from the hat, the way you walk in, how low your pants are, how high your pants are, fam. It's different, fam. Music's really a religion, fam.
It
Music
really is,
religion,
bro. It's a
fam.
cult.
Yeah,
It's a cult, man.
a beautiful
As
one.
weird as that is to say, is the truth, man.
Yeah, when people try to diminish it, I'm like, no, fam. This is a whole religion, fam. Like I can tell.
Yeah, it's
that
like
we-
sports, man.
Yeah, it's like sports.
All
What our
one and the
jerseys
same.
are.
Exactly. One and the same, man. So, to move on, bro.
Yeah.
This is something I've, I obviously have seen your stuff on IG, YouTube, So I just want to understand what made you think to, go out on the streets and be like, yo, listen to this. Tell me what you think. Like, how do you feel doing that? Like, was it nerve-wracking to do at first? Like, because when it comes to like content creation, I feel like nowadays you need to tap in. Like, you need to collab with people.
Yeah.
You need to put yourself out there. It might be weird for some. Some people, they don't really want to put themselves out there like that, or it's kind of weird for them because
Yeah.
that's not what they really want to do. But for you, you'll go out on King Street. If you know, like in Toronto, King Street, they don't really. King Street's kind of stush.
Yeah.
It's the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
So you'll go to King Street and you'll ask random people, yo, listen to this, tell me what you think. Obviously, you're getting good reactions. You're probably getting some negative ones too. But like what made you even want to do that?
So I got the idea from my homie Lofsky. Shout out Lofsky. Me and him do this show called Vampires Prom together. But he was doing it first. I was seeing him do it, and he kept telling me, like, yo, bro, come do it, come do it. He was doing it at the time, like in the winter. So I was just like,
and he makes music as well?
Yeah, he makes
music.
music.
Yeah, he's doing it in the winter. Bro.
Lofsky's a legend.
It's cold, dog.
Legend, fam. I was like, I'll wait till it gets a little warmer, and then I'll join you, bro. So, and the reason I knew like I'd be comfortable with it, just because me and my friend, me and my homies were very sociable outside type of people. So we'd go outside and just talking to Bear Gal and just like trying to get girls' numbers type thing, vibe out like on some pickup type shit. So it felt the same. It felt like, if anything, it felt a little easier because like I'm not trying to build a whole relationship and like friendship and bond with you right this second. I'm just trying to show you something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are nicer than you'd give them credit. Most people, to be real, I don't get very many negative comments, to be real. Yeah, you'd think people are hating left and right. It's really not like that. Like, I probably, I'm giving away the sauce, but like, I probably wind up staying outside longer than I should, looking for a bit of hate. Because if you're watching the video,
makes a good video too, bro.
It makes it a better video.
And if people look, I know exactly what you're about to say. If I'm looking at a video and all I see is nice, friendly shit, I'm gonna say this is staged.
Staged.
And you planned this shit out.
Yeah, exactly, fam. I still see those comments to this day, and they're not realizing, like, yo, fam, oddly enough, in practice, people are nice. Yeah. If they decided to stop and listen, they're in most cases gonna say something nice. So like I'd be trying to find like I'll be looking at this point, like by the end of it, I'll be like, okay, who's like doesn't want me to talk to them right now? I'll walk up to that person and then I'll try and find somebody who I'll be like, okay, this is how I know I'm profiling. Because like I'll be looking, I'll be like, okay, older white gentleman. He's probably not gonna like this rage guitar rap trap metal thing I'm doing right now. And I'll be like, okay, I'm about to get my hate message here. So this is why don't be judging people. Don't be judging people.
Yeah, because you judge them and it turns out, bro, he loves it.
Loves it. I'm looking like, when can I get some hate? I'm running outside looking to get hated. Oh God! Like, and then I'll find one or two, and then you'll find me starting the video with those.
Yeah, you have to.
You don't even know that, like, bro. I had to toss out all the niceness, to be real, because we're very nice in this country. Maybe it'd be different if I wasn't doing it in Canada. Maybe I get more negative responses, but we too nice out here.
Shout out Canadians, man.
Or I'm just too saucy with it.
Oh,
my shit too hard.
That might be it too.
I'll say it's a combo.
Yeah, it has to be, bro.
Yeah.
It has to be, man. I mean, when your music is well produced, it does wonders in the first place. You know what I mean? Like you could, not saying this is you, I'm just saying in general, like you could get away with a lot of BS.
Yeah.
If your music is well produced and well engineered. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's why, shout out the producers, shout out the engineers. Y'all are carrying some of these mans, bro.
Unsung heroes. Oh God, I was one of y'all. I still do it for myself. I carry myself, you know what I'm saying? With my army, but like, shouts out to all y'all that really be carrying these niggas and don't be getting the credit you deserve. If you got the credit you deserve, maybe my dad wouldn't have said, oh, go be the rapper. Maybe he'd say, go be the producer. Because to be real, back in the day, my most ideal situation for this whole music thing, I wanted to be like 40.
Yeah.
Like I look up to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Like he a
100%, man.
legend, genius in his industry, brought up one of the greatest artists of human history type thing. Then he's the technical genius behind all of that. I always used to respect that.
He got it down to a science, bro. It really, like, people like to overlook that word engineering. Yo, I tried to go to school for that shit. Not for music engineering, but it's engineering one and the same. That's just hard no matter what,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's a real
It's a lot
science,
of
fam.
math, bro. It's bare math.
Just fam. I went to RAC studying audio engineering. Shouts out RAC. So trust me, I know all the technical ins and outs and all that. I can run a whole studio type thing, and it's not easy. And he is the highest level. He's the Michael Jordan of that shit,
Facts,
bro.
bro.
Trust me.
Facts.
So I want it to be like that. But niggas like him, they don't get the respect they deserve. Like now, because we're starting to know because of the internet, we're hearing the story behind the song. Now we care a little bit about, say, the producer more than we probably used to. Back when I was younger, you only really knew Pharrell,
Timbaland.
Dre, and Timbaland. Those are the only producers you really know. And then Madlib too. Madlib, you know
Yeah.
about him.
I feel
Now
like
you
he's
know
more.
everybody.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I always thought he was just a more underground dude.
He
'Cause
was
to
more
me,
underground. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like Madlib for me, like he really shone for me with the Freddie Gibbs album.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, yo, bro, this shit is beautiful.
Beautiful, bro. He a legend, bro. The way that guy hears samples, bro.
He's different, bro.
different,
minds.
fam.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, fam. You gotta respect everything that came before you. So
100%, man.
because those guys at one point, they were the futurists. They were the trailblazers. The shit we doing now, we just started off as ideas in their brain. So we have to respect that. As a nigga who's about to provide the world with many visionary ideas, I want my respect in the future. So I'm gonna throw my respect to these niggas. You know?
Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. Can't be a hating older head, bro. Like,
Oh,
you know what
no.
I mean? You can't do that, man.
I find that hating
I
older heads
hate
are the
that,
ones that
bro.
got no paper.
100%.
Like if you got paper, you're not really hating. You're like, hey, let's get more paper
Bro,
together.
Let's get more. Exactly. Bro, you think of a lot of like the music nowadays, it's all like 3-6 Mafia samples. You think 3-6 Juicy J is still rapping, he's still like going on with these underground rappers, mainstream rappers. Like, you think that man's cheesed? In any sense of the
No.
word, that man is embracing the new age. And the new age is embracing their style.
Yeah. If he was out
Match
here
made in
being like,
heaven,
oh, these
bro.
guys suck. If he was like, these guys are whack, then they wouldn't want to tell the stories of, oh, yo, I used to listen to that
Yeah.
nigga.
And that sound, in my opinion, would have died out.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of things kind of die out. It's like, bro, you're not trying to move forward. You're just gonna stay stuck. And what happens when you get stuck? You get left behind.
Legit. You gotta accept that like everything got its time. Like Jay-Z always used to say this, bro. That you got that white hot period if you do this rap game the best. Assuming you do it perfectly. Got that white hot period. If you do it the best, you have like 5 years. That's why Drake's the GOAT, because he pushed that way past 5 years. He on 10 plus year. He on some LeBron shit. But like if you do it really well, you get 5 years type thing. After that, you better embrace what's coming next. It's coming whether you like it or not.
Facts.
There's a young you who has his own sauce, who has his own movement in his town, and they gonna rally around him because it's new. And you better rally too.
Facts.
If you don't see it and you start being against it, bro, like you'll just be not invited to the party anymore.
It's true. And boom, now you're irrelevant.
Legit.
It's a shame, man. But I feel like you've built yourself, you built your character. You're very outgoing, very knowledgeable. You know yourself, in my opinion. But who knows how long it took you to get to this spot? What was the biggest struggle that you had to overcome to get to where you are right now?
Sometimes you gotta learn to let go of people that aren't conducive to your goals. Sometimes you might come up with a group of people and you're together because of one specific reason. It's like when you're at school, you know what I mean? And then you have a friend group at school. If you move schools, you might not be friends with these people anymore because you're no longer in the same environment, doing the same thing with the same goal of passing these courses and then eventually going on to a next school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can get a little bit stuck on like the relationships and not and realize that hey, you have these goals that maybe they're
They
not
don't
conducive.
align.
It's not even that you have issues with these people or anything like that, but you just have to let some things go so you can put more focus onto things that matter more. So I was letting myself get distracted based off of relationships and things like that, and like friendships in particular. So I had to make a choice and like let go of some really close relationships. It wasn't necessarily my goal to let go of the relationships, but it was more my goal to spend less time on those and more time on something else. But it just kind of wound up leading to now I don't see you no more type thing, or maybe you might feel ways I'm not calling or nothing. So I had to reconcile with that and realize that hey, not some things aren't forever, you know. And then like it sometimes when you let go of something, it makes more room in your life for something that you like more or that you want more, you know. So it sometimes it hurt at first. I'm not even gonna lie because eventually you're like, oh, like I'm used to having this whole gang of people with me when I move from here to here. But eventually, I kind of built a whole new community around me that's more along the lines of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'd say that was one of the biggest struggles. And then the other one I would say too is I've always wanted to like I've always been a person who's like trying to say my own opinion on myself, very myself. But like I said before, I was making very different kinds of music before. And it's also it ties into the fact that like, hey, maybe I have a certain group around me who is saying, hey, make this. And then I'm sharing ideas that are like, hey, yeah, I can keep making this, but like I have these ideas over here. They might be kind of cool too. And like I just see in the future like that other people going vibe with it. I was always getting a lot of pushback. So I was feeling like I was in an environment that was making me afraid to experiment, which is dangerous.
So you had your established sound at that time.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, what if I try this? And then people would be like, nah. What you already have is good.
Yeah.
Ah,
And
shit.
then when I'd see sometimes I would see somebody do what I was trying to do years ago. I'd see people do it and then it would be working for them. And then I'm seeing these same people trying to talk me out of it, bumping it. I was like, at that point, I'm like, damn, it's my own fault for listening. I
Ah,
can't even
man.
blame these people. They just followers, you know?
Or
So
so, yeah, because you can't really, sometimes you can't blame them because it's like they're not trying to sabotage you or anything.
no, they're
They're
not, yeah.
just,
They didn't see the vision until it
yeah.
was presented to them a certain way. Like the one thing about music is that it doesn't fare well describing it in words. You have to put it out and stand on it and put out with the video, put your whole weight behind it. If you don't do that, people will never understand it type thing. You really got it. You can't just be like, hey, maybe should I try this? Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. That's something I learned in life. So now I straight just ask for forgiveness. If I fucked up, I fucked up, but I tried it. I didn't ask y'all if, oh, should I try it? I think it's lit. I'm gonna try it myself. I was getting a lot of pushback on a lot of ideas. It very much came to um it came to a head with a big kind of argument with regards to how we were all doing things. And I realized my goals don't align with their goals. And then the minute
Mm.
I let go, it was like so many things in my life just got better. I can't even lie. Like as far especially with the music. Because I just felt more free to try new things. Like right after that, I dropped this one song Bonkai, which I probably never would have really dropped if I was still with the same kind of
My
people.
tattoos in kanji.
Hey, I want one. Stop. That one Tokyo Raid. That one Tokyo Raid.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm fired. I'm firing
Hey,
myself.
it's all good. It's all good, fam. Check out
Tokyo
Bankai and
Raid.
check out Tokyo Raid. Heaters, fam. Heaters, fam.
Yeah, bro.
I be fucking with the anime. A lot of my songs inspired by that. It's like Tokyo Raid got a lot of One Piece in it, and then Bankai really about
It's a
Bleach.
bleach thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's that's crazy though. Like when I think about what you just said, mans were mans were listening to the exact same thing that you were trying to do, but they just so what was it? Like they didn't want to hear it from you? who knows, right?
Who knows? Yeah. If I was to sit there and try and figure it out, it's just wasting more time
You
rather
lose
than
your
just
mind, man. It's a rabbit hole, bro. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
It's more worth it to just separate myself and then just go work on something else. And then it worked out very well. Like I put out like a Bankai joint, which I probably wouldn't have put out if I was still moving with these people. And then I was seeing it was getting a little bit of motion. I was seeing it on Northern Bars. I was like, okay, I guess that's a sign I'm doing something because I'd never been on there before.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it like, let me just keep just being myself unapologetically. If I think this sounds good, that's the only opinion that really matters. And then I slowly have just been amassing a group of people who also share the same kind of musical opinions as me, which makes it more fun for me to do music.
Facts.
I don't get no pushback on no ideas. I just hear, okay, how can we do this?
Yeah.
That's what I want to
It's good.
hear.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like when it comes to being in that creative space, you actually need to be around people that are just open minded, man.
Yeah.
If you're around a bunch of closed minded people, you're just gonna get stuck.
Yeah. And you don't want a yes men necessarily, but if you're a real visionary, you need people who are just going to be like, yes, let's just do it.
Let's just try
And
it.
yeah, just to try it and
if
see.
you don't even like, if you try it and it's ass, shit. At least
Yeah.
you tried it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
And we can all agree, oh, yeah, that's ass.
That's
Like,
yeah.
We're not even going to try it a second time. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? If it's an idea that pops up in our heads in the future again, we'll be like, that didn't work out,
Yeah.
fam. Whatever.
Or
But
you
like,
could try it again.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know, people evolve. Things
Yeah.
evolve. Your mind evolves.
The worst is when you're like, oh, damn, like I wish I tried it.
Yeah.
And then you
wanna live
see
with
someone
regret?
do it and you're like, this could be me.
Facts.
I
It's
saw that so
crazy,
many
bro.
times. I'd be like, that could have been me. I wanted to do that exact thing. And I let people's opinions get to me. And I was looking at it like, maybe I should care less about these opinions. And then when you start to show you don't really give a fuck about the opinions of people who used to give a fuck about their opinions, they feel that. You know what I mean? They see that. So it builds a bit of a wall creatively. And it's just kind of a natural thing, you know? It's something you could do nothing about.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, fam.
It's good that you overcame it though, man. At the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I'm on the
Shit,
other
you
side
just
of
gotta
it.
grow
Yeah.
up, bro. Grow up, grow through it. You'll just do better.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is what I'm beginning to realize with music, man. When you put out music, bro, if you just keep putting it out, for a lot, like for most people, I would say it works out, bro. Just remember, Lil B the bass god.
Oh my
People
God.
can say whatever they want to say.
He did it. He did it.
That man wasn't saying nothing. And I was bumping him.
I was bumping him too, fam. Everybody was bumping him, fam.
But it's like, what was I listening to? And then I'm like, you know what, man? When it comes to music, just do it, bro. Just do it
Yeah.
and keep dropping. That's it, man. Like you guys should be okay.
Yeah.
Because I
I'm
feel
God.
like most people, I realize like most people will drop stuff and then they'll stop. You lose all your momentum. It's like now you have to rebuild it again. And then it's discouraging, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back because it's like, fuck. I took too much time and it's not the same now. Especially when you have a little buzz and like that little buzz kind of disappears. Like, what do you do next? How do you get the buzz back?
Yeah. The thing about the music industry is how you be getting your buzz changes every couple of years. At one point, if you were on Complex and they put your music video there, that was enough
Yeah,
for
you're
you
blowing
now
up
to
immediately.
immediately. That's it.
I
Now
remember
everybody's
those
seeing
times.
it.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
No,
Who
bro.
the fuck goes? Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
Complex is amazing, but like it's not necessarily where I'm gonna go to find the new music. I'm gonna go to
Exactly.
TikTok to find the
Yeah.
new music. And even a couple of years before that, it wasn't even TikTok. It was really just YouTube. A video just kind of blew up off of the algorithms. I'm seeing it in the front, and then now I'm watching it. Now it's really just TikTok. TikTok's the radio.
TikTok's the
like,
go right now. Yeah.
eventually, it's gonna be something else, fam. It's
Yeah.
gonna be some. You have to really keep your eye on it. So if you take a break and you take your eye off the ball, now you don't even know where to look. And by the time you look back at what the new discovery method is, you're gonna think it's corny because you weren't even there.
Because
For
you
its
weren't there for
inception.
it. Bro, that's so true. That's so true. Damn. That's so
Whenever
true,
I see
bro.
people who like be like, "Oh, TikTok's corny," I'm like, you missed
Because
the
you missed the
boat."
ball. Yeah, you weren't part of the thing. I used to say that. I mean, it's crazy though. Yeah, I think you're right. Because I still don't even use TikTok to the way I should. Because obviously, like, that's the only, like, it's going to benefit me in the long run. I should use it more. but it's like, it's kind of weird. Like, I just feel weird using it. Yo, it's exactly what you just said. But I don't really look at it as corny. It's just different.
It's definitely different.
That's
It's
it.
like a new way of taking in media in general. I was seeing something the other day. These people who like keep track of stats for movies and film and things like that, they're saying that like in 2023, all TV shows and movies, like the viewership is down
It's
big,
done.
bro.
It's dead.
Because of
Yeah.
TikTok, fam. We're spending more time watching 20-second videos than we would watching an hour-long movie. Take in that, like how crazy that is.
Our attention span's done, bro.
Gone, fam. We want to see 30 different things before a minute passes. You know what I'm saying? Because like I could either sit down and watch a whole TV show and then maybe I get bored throughout the show, or I can watch a clip from the NBA and then I swipe and now I see an anime clip. I swipe and now I see some news and I swipe. Now I see a new song and then I swipe. Now I see a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep swiping, bro. I'm seeing everything I want. This is like serotonin.
Yeah.
These people, when they making these apps, they
Dangerous,
studying
bro.
dangerous,
Dangerous.
man.
It's a lot of psychology that they gotta tap into.
You know.
They're crunching us, bro.
Fam.
Wait, that's neither here or there. That's a conversation. For
Different
another
combo.
day, man.
Different
It's a
combo.
completely different combo. At the end of the day, we need to just utilize it to our own benefit. That's all I can say right now.
That's why I look at it, man.
That's
Just
it, man.
enjoy it and then use it as a tool. It's always been a tool. You know?
If you're not caught up, you're left behind. Straight up.
And stay caught up with what it is now, because like it's not gonna be that. Eventually, it's gonna be something else. You wanna hear what the next thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we weren't warned like about this coming. Like people were telling me this was coming from time. Like my homie, he used to do. I knew this dude. He used to do a lot of interviews. So he interviewed this one influencer. She was on Musically at the time. She was telling me, yo, this is the shit right now. I have 1 million followers on this bitch. I was like, what the fuck's Musically? This is at the time when like we were just focused on IG. And that was really all I focused on. IG, Twitter, that was really it. So she's telling me about Musically. I'm like, I don't know about that. After years pass and then TikTok becomes a thing. And then I see, oh wow, like I see her account on there too. And I'm looking at like, oh, Musically is what TikTok used to be. You know what I'm saying? So these things evolve. You want to keep your ears to this tree. Be receptive. I was not receptive at the time. I probably could have, if I really listened to what she was saying at the
You would
time.
have been out of here.
Fam,
You would have been out of here, in my opinion. Just
Probably.
the way you operate, you think you would have been out of here. But shit, you know next time.
Yep, man. I'm on what we
because
have
there-
right now.
Because there will be a next time. So now you know. You just gotta tap in immediately.
Early.
Yup.
Early.
Shit's not corny. Just gotta utilize it for our own, bro.
Oh God.
So yeah, man. Bro, what do you got planned for the future? What's coming up? What do you got? Let's get into it.
So I'm gonna first talk about Vampire's Prom. Vampire's Prom is the solution to the drought that we have in this city right now. Obviously, at the top, we're doing great. Know what I'm saying? But here on the street level, where there's people wandering Queen Street, wandering King Street, being like, where do I go to get lit? Where am I going to hear some Cardi? Where am I going to hear some Destroy Lonely, some Yee? I'm not hearing any of this at these clubs. Shouts out to the clubs. I like the clubs.
Oh, so I already know I'm gonna enjoy this. You're saying exactly what I gotta hear.
Fam, there's all these people here. They're speaking. The streets are speaking, being like, fam, like I want to hear this in the club. And
Bear
they're like,
mans want to rage out here. Don't sleep.
they need it, fam.
Exactly.
It's therapy, fam. Mosh pits, the therapy, fam.
I went
You know what
to I went to D Savage recently.
Hey, shouts out
Bro.
to Savage.
The DJ is getting the crowd started, you know, playing some Destroy Lonely.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm looking at the crowd. I haven't seen a crowd react so strongly to music in so long, bro.
yeah. I never see it.
Even to like every concert I go to nowadays, man, are just standing up, too cool to move.
Too cool. I hate that
Boring,
shit.
bro. I hate that shit. So I'm watching man's bare mosh pits, 2-3 mosh pits. It's not like it was like a huge, ridiculous concert, but you know, a decent amount of people. I would say.
Yeah,
D Savage comes on. Everyone knows its songs. And so I'm like, shit. Because D Savage has been around from time.
yeah.
if the same people that like D Savage are the same people that want to hear like Homicide Gang and shit. You know what I mean? So there's a whole crowd of people that aren't getting, taken care of in the
Yeah.
clubs.
At
There's a
all, fam.
whole group of people, bro. Everybody just wants to play. I don't even know, bro.
And I get it from the club's perspective. Like, one, you don't want people jumping around in your very nice venue. Two, like, how many drinks are these youths gonna buy if they're here to rage? They're in most
Beer.
cases, yeah. And I'll say this though, in most cases, very few because they're very young. But with Vampires Prom, my ting, bear. Older people, younger people, buying drinks, keeping the venue nice. We're just enjoying each other's company, and it's getting bigger and bigger every month. Know what I'm saying? Because it's like what you're saying. It was a drought. We need it. I have the solution. There's other shows that I be seeing. They doing their thing. Shouts out to all of them, and I love that they exist because we're all a big scene.
Yeah.
But like they can't do it as often as we could do it. We doing it every month, coming at your head top, fam. So like if you missed one and you were like, damn, like I want to go to these raid shows that I keep missing out next month, fam. It's usually always gonna be last week of every month. That's what we doing. And it's straight artists like that from here. It's not just about me. We have a bunch of artists. Although I will say this, the next one, August 24th, pull up, grab the tickets, Vampires Prom on IG. If you come to that one, it's gonna be mostly about my next album that's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be a listening event. I have a lot of surprises. There's gonna be performers. I might forget somebody, but off the top of my head, obviously Lofsky, who I've been building Vampires Prom with. Shout out Lofsky. My homie Damn Drone's gonna be performing as well. He's been making a lot of motion recently. Gabriel LA. He is one of the few producers I will actually work with and collab with on music. He is one of the best producers in the whole city. If you haven't heard about him, you will hear about him very soon. His brother New Mode, amazing artist as well. Sorry Not Quan, he's going to be performing as well. Stars Dead, he's been getting a lot of motion recently. He's doing his thing, and then Lil Graysky, he doing his thing too. Same kind of scene that we're in. So those are gonna be the performers. You might see them at other Vampires Proms moving forward. Those are my people, and I'm just trying to put the city on to something that's a little different. I like all the type of music that we have coming out here, the R&B. I like even the street rappers. I don't pick no sides because I'm not a street nigga. So like I like both sides, all your music.
Yeah, I
But
listen
like,
to everybody, bro. Like
yeah, you know, fam. You know, fam.
bro,
We're making great
if the
shit
mans
here.
like us don't support y'all, like it's only gonna be your block. Just understand that.
Yeah, fam. Like it ain't always about the block. There's only so many people there. They can't
Exactly,
support a
bro.
$1 million lifestyle. You know what I mean? But we're all just trying to survive. You got to get it from the middle class. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need the suburbs, fam. That's where the paper's at, fam. But yeah, we're doing that next month, and then I have or this month rather, and I have the Afro Rage album. That is going to be different. I'm injecting something not just the city needs, but the world needs, fam. Because this is what I'll say about the rage music. It's mostly for the mandem. You go to these shows, mostly men, which is dope. We need that. But gotta be all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? We need something for the goddamn. So if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, what are they listening to right now? Burna
Afro
Boy,
beats, man. Straight.
Afro Beats,
Straight.
Dave,
Yep. Central
Davido,
C.
Central C. Great artists.
Drake.
Drake, great artist, fam. But where do we mix that element that makes the women feel comfortable with the elements that make the men want to get excited, litty, and type thing, and also spend money on the gal? You know what I'm saying? Because I care about the venues too, fam. I'm a real performer. I want you if I'm in your venue, you're gonna make the guap, fam. I'm thinking about y'all too. So from a production standpoint, I had to ask myself real questions about like, what is it about this music that's really getting women dancing? What's making them stand out? The drums. It's always the drums. You could mute the melody the women gonna dance. You mute the drums, the women will not dance.
That's facts.
That's the quickest way for you to find the answer, fam.
That's actually facts, bro. 100%.
So I'm looking at it like, let's bring that over. But I need to test it first. You know? I like doing research, which is why I also like doing live shows. It's the ultimate research. I could do songs that like aren't out at the moment and just I get to see people's bodily reactions. If I'm seeing the beat comes on, you're already like, okay, I have some. If I start playing it, I'm deep into the song, you're like, be like, okay, back to the drawing board, you know? Type thing.
Facts.
I really be testing my music on the people. That's a big difference between me and most people in the city right now. They're not performing so much, so they're not even testing shit on real people. They just putting it out and see if it works, which I've done a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But like with this Afro Rage, me and my homie Gabriel LA, me and him were working on the whole thing together. By the time I'm performing the song, I performed it at for the first time at the Rose Theater in Brampton.
Yeah.
The show was put on by Marie. She's a DJ, does a lot of stuff in Brampton. She was working with the city of Brampton Arts Organization, something like that, to put on an event. I'm performing it there, and this isn't my usual crowd. This isn't people here trying to rage and hear this type of stuff I'm into. This is families of all ages, creeds, and cultures, just there to spend a Sunday with their children and just vibe out, you know, take in local art. I'm playing this. I'm seeing old women stand up from their walkers, move away from the walkers, hitting one of these. I was like, wow. You ain't gonna see that with no Rage concert. All respect to all those artists, but I just had to realize that, oh, if you swap the drums, now you are more inclusive type thing. The mandem can still do the same mosh pit, but the women gonna be in the front away from the mosh pit vibing. You might see something different. You might see a mix of all that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Come to my shows if you want to see that.
Until you do it, bro.
Trust, fam. I'm testing it for the first time at this show, and you're gonna see the vibe. It's gonna be different. And then it's gonna be a whole movement because I'm a producer too. I'll give these styles of beats to other people. Everyone's welcome to do this sound too. I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, you're doing my beat sound. Fuck you. Nah, just acknowledge where you got the sauce from.
Facts.
Acknowledge you got it from Trae Gold. Looking at you. Yeah. That's it though.
Sick, bro. I'm gonna try to pop out on the 24th. I'm gonna try to pop out. I'm gonna try to make some vids. I'm gonna try to do something out there.
You forward. It's gonna be about, even if you don't forward, fam, the movement's coming to you, fam. Like, I'm not waiting for the industry to come to me. I'm coming to y'all, fam. I'm happening to, trust me, you're going to see the movement, fam. It's a whole movement. It's not just me. Vampire's Prom's coming for this whole country. I'm gonna be the number one artist in this country, outside of the GOATs doing their thing in the industry. But of my generation, it's about to be Trae's season, fam. The rest of these next 7 years, Trae's season, fam. On God. I'm gonna be thinking about who is the guy from the 2020s. Trae Gold, aka dark skinned Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Yo, y'all heard it here first, man. Y'all heard it here first. There ain't really anything else I gotta say.
Hey, fam.
You said it all.
We're gonna reconvene after Afro Rage, fam.
100%.
I want y'all to see the difference. Go look me up right now. See where I'm at. And then I want you to see where I'm at after this Afro Rage project, fam. And then you'll know you're on the greatest journey of life watching me. On God.
Yo. Y'all just gotta tap in and see what he's saying, man.
Tap in, bro.
I'm gonna be tapping in. You already know.
Hey, fam.
Hey, man. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, man. Pleasure to speak to somebody so knowledgeable in the hip-hop space, bro.
Hey, fam, it's a pleasure. You invited me. I appreciate you, fam.
Of course, man.
You're making moves yourself, fam.
Trying,
this show
man.
is lit, fam. It's just gonna be the number one show in all of the urban media. Why am I pigeonholing it? I said urban media. Fam, the interviews are gonna get crazy, fam, because I'm gonna spin the block, come right back when I'm a superstar, and I'm gonna get my superstar friends on this shit too. He gonna already have his motion before that though, because I've been seeing you, fam, for a long time. I know you're not going anywhere, fam. It's only gonna go up, fam, and I'm excited to watch, fam. I'm a fan too. Like I will not show up unless I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what you have going on, fam.
I appreciate that, bro. Really do, for real.
Yo,
Appreciate
you know,
that, bro.
fam.
Hey, man, you know how it goes. Shaking the podcast. Follow me on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple. You know how it goes, man. IG, everything. And you already know. If you can say your socials one more time, we're going to have it laid out right here.
Yo, it's Trae Gold, TraGold, all platforms, aka dark skinned Bruce Wayne from Vampire's Prom. Tap in now while you can. I don't want to see you after the mandem are counting guap. I want to see you at the jump. You could be at the ground floor of Facebook, nigga. I don't want y'all coming trying to call the big Zuckerberg later, fam. Call the mandem now while you can even get tickets to Vampire's Prom, fam. It's gonna be a crazy movement. Afro Rage. Remember that shit, fam. Afro Rage is coming September 1st. Again, my socials, Trae Gold, Trae, spelled like Trey Young. Let's go.
And you already know how it goes, man. We going to shake it till we make it, man.
Yo,
Thank you again, Trae Gold.
Hey.
Appreciate you. You take care. You know, y'all, shake it till you make it, man. We're here.